Let me share with you one of the biggest myths in supply chain management. It's been around for decades, and it's probably something we all learnt when we learnt supply chain at college or university, and it's the cost and service balance. Now, I don't know about you, but when I studied supply chain, which was a little while ago now, I was always taught that as customer service levels increase, and typically beyond the sort of 97–98% level, so costs increase. And costs increase exponentially the closer you get to 100% service level for your customers. That's the myth. It's not true. We discovered this probably 8–9 years ago. And as part of our business at Logistics Bureau, we also actually have a benchmarking business. So we're benchmarking hundreds of supply chains across all industries. And what we did that 8 or 9 years ago is we started to delve deeper into the companies that were offering the best service, those who were offering outstanding service, and we wanted to look at the costs because, we understood this equation that they must be operating at a much higher level of cost. And it wasn't true. So we looked at them first in aggregate, and what we found was that the best performers in terms of service were operating at almost half the cost of all the others, of the average. That's crazy. So we dug down again and we started to look at it industry by industry, and we found the same thing. The numbers were the same right across all industries. The ones who were performing with the best levels of service were operating at almost half the cost of the average in that industry. How could that be? It just wasn't logical, but the numbers were there from almost 1,000 different supply chains that we'd benchmarked. And then we started talking to some of these really high performers in terms of service, and the penny started to drop. Because all of these companies were absolutely passionate about service. They did not want a customer to be disappointed. They didn't want a customer to get a back order or to get the wrong product. And those funny things started to happen. They were so passionate about getting every step of their service right that they didn't get returns. They didn't get stockouts because they were so good at inventory management. They were so passionate about it. They didn't get complaints. They didn't even need a customer complaint department. And so that's the myth that I wanted to share with you, that by providing outstanding service, your costs don't necessarily go up. They actually come down. They'll probably go up a little bit to begin with because you'll be a little bit nervous in carrying more inventory. But over time, the costs will come down to almost half of the average in your industry. So it's a really worthwhile thing to pursue. And the best part of it all, there's kind of a double whammy to this. Because your service will be so good, your existing customers will trust you more, they'll want to buy more from you, and you will start to draw customers away from the competition. And so your sales grow, and that gap between you and the competition just gets bigger and bigger. It's a wonderful thing. It's a myth. Don't think that by providing the best service possible in your industry, your costs are going to go through the roof. They won't. They will probably come down. Now, to help you on this journey, what we also developed over the years is a wonderful KPI that is cross-functional, and it helps everybody engage and get passionate about service, and it's called the probability of the perfect order. I won't explain it here on the video, but I'll give you a link to it. So if you're watching this on Facebook or LinkedIn, the link will be above the video. If you're watching this on our blog, I'll put a link to it below the video and any other links that I think will be relevant and helpful to you. So just remember, it's a myth. By providing outstanding service, your costs don't go up, they go down.